तो हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे आप सबका स्वागत है हमारे चैनल पे, जिस चैनल का नाम है ज़्यूस गेमिंग इज लाइव। आज हम लोग खेलेंगे लंदन ओलंपिक्स। चलो स्टार्ट करते हैं। ओलंपिक्स गेम ओके, मैं दोपहर को थोड़ा देखा है उसको, वो कंटिन्यू करते हैं। वाह, यही तो मांगता है। इंट्रो नहीं, टेबल टेनिस, ये साइकिल चलाते थोड़ा। पहला इवेंट है वेट लिफ्टिंग, सबसे बेस्ट यही मांगता था। चल दो फिर। Excel London.
Belong to the XL London for the very first session of the day.
Over 105 kilo. ओके, अपन यूएस से खेल रहे हैं।
Quite a field as well. Some very strong competitors.
अपना नाम है। ओके, इसका ट्यूटोरियल देखने का जरूरत नहीं है, मेरे को मालूम है कैसे खेलना है।
This is a sport where power and technique come together.
तो पहला लिफ्ट देते हैं 185 किलोस का।
Looking for a solid effort here. Looks fairly composed here. Phase 1 complete.
देखो देखो कैसे लिफ्ट करना पड़ता है, फुल ताकत।
Well, the judges give it the okay. Well, this athlete's capable of an awful lot more than that. An average performance on this occasion.
देख क्या भी रिकॉर्ड क्या है, और वो तोड़ते हैं अपना ही रिकॉर्ड है।
Well, first place performance so far from Team USA, and that has been shown on the scoreboard. Well, having already tasted some success, confidence will be high here. But what weight will he attempt now?
2 किलो ज़्यादा डालता है। जाता बढ़ता।
Has to get it above his head. First phase, very good.
नहीं।
Well, this is a good performance now. That was a very good lift.
202
Let's take a check on the scoreboard then, and it's Team USA in first place. So far, so good. This is the final attempt, and can this be the cherry on top of the performance?
203 ही रखते हैं। चलो मारते हैं।
Well, this will be a good test of his nerves. This is not the most challenging weight, but certainly not an easy one.
Okay,
Needs a good snatch here.
ये उठाया।
Is he strong enough? Gets it above his head. Now, second phase. That's a foul.
Foul हो गया यार। Shit. गंदा वाला foul।
That's a really strong performance. A small glimpse of the potential of this athlete.
203 से मारना था।
Let's check on the replay.
देखो 202 किलो का लिफ्ट। भाई साहब पूरे मसल्स दिख रहे। ओ भाई बैठ गया था, हाथ वगैरह टूट सकता है इसमें।
Well, let's take a final look at the scoreboard then and see who's qualified. First place for the USA. They've moved on.
अभी ये साइकिल चलाते हैं, साइकिलिंग ट्रैक जाते हैं।
Plenty of crowd support here. They're all ready to get this event underway.
Okay. बीच में कैमरा देखो कितने पूरा यार, अब बीच में तो यही रे ऑफिस रख दिया, कंप्यूटर कैमरा।
GB took track cycling to
ये नहीं मालूम। ओके सिर्फ ये दबाते जाओ, ये दबाते जाओ, सिर्फ ये दबाते जाओ। अच्छा पूरा ख़त्म हो गया तो होल्ड करो, तो फिर दबाते जाओ। ओके अच्छा है। ओके समझ गया, देखते हैं अपन जीत सकते हैं क्या ये।
Did you know that track bikes have a fixed wheel and no brakes?
USA
Riders
का
have to
racer
stop by putting pressure on the pedals.
1 सबसे लास्ट मेरे को क्यों दिया?
3 laps to go in the men's gear and this steady build-up. Denmark are out in front and in control here. Good pace this from China, have a real chance of winning.
हट जाओ, चलो फर्स्ट पोजीशन।
Under 500 meters to go. Not a bad break. The bell will ring. Into the final lap in last place. So much work still to do. The USA lead. Now it's getting exciting. USA go through in first place. Denmark in second, and they go to the final, and China take third. That sees them qualify. Well, this is a good performance. Everything you've got to like about it. Plenty of heart, plenty of energy, plenty of passion, and most of all, plenty of power. These are the final standings. First place for Team USA, and here's confirmation.
तुरंत जाते वेट लिफ्टिंग की तरफ और उठाते 202 किलो।
Welcome to the XL London, an existing exhibition and conference venue in London's Docklands. Its 5 arenas all host a range of sports throughout the games.
Chill out.
Well, it's important to come in with the right weight at the first attempt. Well, that's a good choice.
Personal record.
This athlete is giving absolutely everything. Drives through his legs. Now are his arms strong enough to keep this up? No problems with that weight, and quite rightly so. Capable of lifting so much more. Well, that's a super start to this competition. So many options to go for. Well, there's no doubt that this weight will start to test him. Needs to keep the mind focused here. Got to build up this power. Arms sagging ever so slightly, a bit wobbly. Slams it down. That was a good lift.
203. अगला 204.
Good performance from Team USA so far, and the scoreboard confirms it. They're in first place. How ambitious is he going to be with this attempt? Well, I think this could be a fairly ambitious number.
ये वाला हुआ ना, अगले इवेंट में 204 ही अपना स्टार्ट रहेगा। ये बहुत
Needs to be powerful in this first phase. Now it's about staying strong and staying focused mentally. Well, that's a foul, and I'm afraid to say it's back to the drawing board after that last attempt.
203 PR.
Well, that's a great finish. Both hands in the air. Let's have one final look then. The bar bending under the weight.
203 किलो पूरा जोर लगा के संभाल के रखा, मसल फट रहा था पूरा।
Gold for Team USA. Expectations met as the United States finish first. fully deserving of the gold medal. This is the moment where finally the athlete is crowned the new Olympic champion. Emotions running high, no doubt, as they step onto the podium. Big smiles as the crowd rises one for the national anthem. There'll be tears flowing. So much emotion down there, so much happiness, all the hard work that these athletes put in, and you can't deny them that feeling of elation whilst on the podium.
6 गोल्ड मेडल हो गए अपने पास. ओके, इसमें भी हो जाएगा गोल्ड मेडल.
4 years of preparations since Beijing, and these athletes now must be ready. Any injuries, any doubts must be shoved clear from their mind. Well, the crowd are doing their bits, plenty in to try and encourage success for this athlete. The pacer leaves now, and it's down to these 6 cyclists. Denmark controlling this race from the front. One off the lead, it's Great Britain in second. Got to be careful not to use too much energy up here. Really is hustling down the back straight.
Okay, first lap तो उसने दिया.
Those pedals can't go any faster. Now this is where the sprinters come to the fore. It's very physical out there.
यार, slow हो गया था.
It's down to this, the final lap. In first place, USA. Denmark in second place. Well, trying all sorts. Is that going to be the winning line going into the home straight? What a performance, what an athlete. It's a gold medal for Team USA. It's silver for Denmark. The bronze will go to Great Britain. Well, that's a good performance. There's no denying that as we take another look at the replay.
शुरुआत अपना शुरू हुआ, उसके बाद जो तेज भगा है, जिसको नहीं छोड़ा पीछे. पहला लैप जीता उसने.
One final check on the standings then. What an event this has been. Confirmed now, a gold medal for the USA.
Gold medalist.
This is a proud moment for this athlete as the crowd rises one for the national anthem. A lifetime of commitment and years of training and hard work, all for this one moment.
Years of hard work for this moment.
Day it's been, and quite rightly enjoying every moment, soaking in the atmosphere here. These are memories that will live long for these athletes, and to take home a medal from an Olympic Games is a dream moment.
7 हो गए, 7 गोल्ड मेडल कर दिए. देखते हैं अभी क्या है. Javelin throw, long jump, table tennis. Javelin throw कहते हैं, table tennis देख क्या होता है. Athletic field में चलो.
Complaints from the athletes about the facilities here.
Oh भाई ये जो दूर फेंकते हो वाला. अच्छा ये
Javelin's long been the domain of the Scandinavian countries, and that's been the case in recent.
Okay, speed रखो full green में, speed lock. Okay. क्या करना है? पुशिंग स्ट्रेट अप. ओके 36 सबसे गुड एंगल है. थ्रोइंग एंगल इज 35 डिग्री. ओके पहले नीचे लेते जाने का 35 से ऊपर दबाना है. कितना दूर फेंक सकता है ये. चलो.
This is the first round where the nerves may just be hanging the most.
स्पीड लॉक तो बहुत लो हुआ है.
Uncoils now.
Perfect angle गया यार पहला ही.
Well, that's going to go out, and it's going to be long. This one very long. Oh, that's massive! Absolutely massive. A huge new
कोई आजू
personal
बाजू
best.
नहीं आधा भी नहीं है
Representing United States of America.
Here we go again then.
स्पीड कम हो रहा है यार अपना 36
Well, I think he's quite
Speed
happy with
पे
that
मार
performance. Good performance from Team USA so far, and the
देखते हैं
scoreboard
time.
confirms
Speed.
it. They're in first place.
ओ भाई स्पीड मिला है हट
Well, this is huge. It continues to fly.
अबे यार
Well, that's the end of the
perfect है यार
round,
ये
and
time
comfortably in the lead here. It really has been an impressive performance.
ये परफेक्ट गया बहुत दूर जाएगा ये
Great throw, this one. Could be a long one.
85 Look.
This is the stuff Olympic dreams are made of. A new personal best, and then the celebrations with
इसकी
the
तो
fans.
आजू बाजू भी कोई नहीं है
The athlete from United States of America.
It's all going to come down to this, the delivery.
ओ भाई ये भी स्पीड है ये स्पीड की वजह से बहुत दूर जाएगा देखा स्पीड का कमाल 88
A new personal best, and this athlete is understandably
World record
delighted
याद
by
रखता है
that. To produce your best at the Olympic Games is all anyone can
क्या
ask.
है वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड दिखाओ थोड़ा
Of America.
Last chance saloon, sixth and final attempt.
हट यार बहुत हाई गया
Decent
है
trajectory this one as
ये
it
सही नहीं गया
launches out. Well, let's see what they measure this one at, but
88
that's a
फिर भी
decent
सबसे
throw.
बेस्ट
2.8.
Having negotiated that hurdle to make it
That's the
through to the
best.
final, this athlete becomes a genuine contender. Well, here's the replay.
देखते हैं 18 भाई साहब परफेक्ट था कैसे
Well,
देखने
this is
पड़ता
how
है
it all
देखो
finished, and no one can dispute this
49
result.
कहाँ पे और 88 कहाँ पे 30 का फर्क है टेबल टेनिस
Table tennis taking centre stage then as we look forward
पहले
to this.
ट्यूटोरियल दिखाओ अपने को मालूम नहीं ओके सब राइट वाले पे ही है ओके ओ भाई साहब ये गलत कर दिया अपन ये गलत कर दिया टेबल टेनिस देखिए टेबल टेनिस बहुत हार्ड है मेरे को नहीं लगता मैं जीत सकता हूँ
Up next, the USA against Japan.
जापान के अगेंस्ट है अपन
Coverage of the table tennis next, and your commentator is Alison Kirbishley.
Well, it goes without saying, it's so important to get a good first serve here. Oh, he
Up,
loses
Dika.
the point. He just simply wasn't good enough there. Oh, after
मैं
that
हिल क्यों रहा
mistake,
हूँ
he
यार?
really does look to the team bench for some answers.
ओके दे
So the rally's starting to take shape.
देखा 3 का रैली ले लिया उसने
His confidence must be
Abbe
taking
yaar.
a battering. It's another point lost, and he's really falling behind here.
हट कितने पॉइंट से हराना है
Oh, he just couldn't handle it there. He didn't have the answers.
गेम पॉइंट है ये
It's game
Okay.
point now. Can he take advantage with a good, solid serve? Rally starting to build. Both players really matching each other now with this rally. Oh, great to see. He wins the point there with some fantastic approach play.
बच गया मेरा पैड नहीं लगा नहीं तो उसमें क्या होता है कि पैड लगाना तो नीचे जर जाता रहेगा ना बॉल फिर भी
Looking to force the errors. Really can't afford to lose any focus now with this rally. Well, he needs to dig deep and focus here. Here we go with the second game now.
ओ भाई कितने गेम है
Looking for the point with that forehand. Brings the backhand shot into play. Oof, point lost there. He just couldn't return it successfully.
भाई वो तो हराते जा रहा है
Rally starting to build. There we go with a smash. This is what the crowd came to see.
अभी वो जिताएगा कि नहीं मेरे को
So the rally really starting to take shape. Forehand keeps the rally going. So that's another point lost for him, and he really is in danger of losing this game.
0-4.
He just couldn't handle it there. He needs to really focus more now.
एक पॉइंट मिला था
Oh, his opponent really has lifted the level of play there. He's just not good enough.
गेम पॉइंट
So there we go then. That's the match over, and he takes the victory by winning.
क्वालिफाई हुआ है फिर भी अपन कि भाई जो भी देख रहा है लाइक सब्सक्राइब डाल दो शेयर कर दो
Welcome to this beautiful Olympic stadium built specifically for these games. This really is the jewel of the crown. Absolutely sold out. What a venue this is.
Bravo is the champion. The champion. चल दो.
Well, here we go in the first round of the javelin.
Oh, भाई
this stadium eager to see what this athlete's got. Foul.
नहीं ये गलत हुआ
That's a foul throw, and it's back to the drawing board, I'm afraid. Well, here we are in the second round.
अभी एकदम सही जाएगा लो एकदम परफेक्ट
Well, that's around the 80-meter mark. He'll be very happy with that.
86 personal best नहीं है
Well, that's the end of the round, and this is the reality of the situation. A magnificent performance and a huge, huge lead.
Okay.
Next up, the competitor representing United States of America.
एक सेकंड हाँ
Here we go, attempt number 3 then.
ये सबसे बेस्ट स्पीड है लो परफेक्ट भाई साहब वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड के पास
Well, that's one of the greatest performances of all time in this event. A superb Olympic record. What a performance. What a lead the USA are enjoying in this competition. It's been a magnificent performance so far, and their lead now is certainly huge.
ओलंपिक्स रिकॉर्ड ठोक दिया भाई साहब
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Well, this is the 4th round when the athletes are fully warmed up. The nerves have gone. You expect the better throws here.
क्या ये वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड ठोकेगा नहीं
That's over 90 meters. And I've got to be honest, the high jumpers are starting to get worried. Good performance from Team USA so far, and the scoreboard confirms it. They're in first place. Well, here we go then on the runway. We'll look to launch this one.
Speed low है.
The crowd appreciates it, but I think he knows he can throw further. Let's take a check on the scoreboard then, and it's Team USA in first place. Here he goes then, final attempt, good pace on the runway.
ये देखता हूँ, ये जाएगा क्या वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड? तोड़ दे रिकॉर्ड.
Absolutely terrific. Sails cross 90 meters.
5.48 meters.
हट, थोड़े से के लिए यार.
Well, they're happy with that. Very happy with that, and the good response from the fans as well. Well, sharing this moment with the crowd, and quite rightly so. What a performance. A new Olympic record. Well, let's have a look at the replay. This really is a good throw. And let's take a closer look at the technique.
सबसे perfect. इसमें जो स्पीड रहता था ना तो वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड टूटना ही था.
Team USA has another Olympic champion and another gold medal for the table. It's been a great evening here at the Olympic Stadium, and now a chance to celebrate success. The medal ceremony, and all three look so proud.
Gold medalist.
Well, let's have a look at what that does.
देखते हैं अभी टेबल टेनिस में अपना कुछ होता है क्या. मेरे को नहीं लगता यार उसमें अपना कुछ हो पाएगा.
Welcome to the Excel London for the bronze medal match in the men's table tennis.
Thank you, sir. Well, two great competitors now for you in this table tennis match. That's got to be hard to read with the side spin. Just places the ball with a backhand. Well, he really won't be happy with that. He loses the point there with that play.
ये मेरे को नहीं लगता मैं.
Oh, that mistake could cost him. It could cost him big.
अबे कुछ भी मार रहा हो तो गलत ही जा रहा है. इधर ही रुक. पीछे मत जा.
Crowd starting to get into the game as the rally starts building. Oh, well, the questions are coming hard and fast across the net at him. He just doesn't seem to have the answers.
चिपक के रहे.
This rally really starting to take shape now. That backhand's not going to help him.
बच गया. एक पॉइंट मिल गया. लंदन 22 है. इस चाइनीज प्लेयर को अपन हरा के रह गए.
He seemed a long way out of position there. There was just no way he was going to return it. What a shame. He's trailing here. And the difference between the two players is getting bigger.
5 पे 1 वो देखो बाजू में लेके बैठा है. चाइनीज ही हो भी.
Well, he was simply just not good enough there. And he's going to lose the point on that one.
Okay, इसमें टेबल टेनिस बहुत हार्ड है. अगले टाइम से अपन टेबल टेनिस नहीं खेलेंगे.
Crowd starting to get into the game as the rally starts building. But he really needs to focus now. Here we go with the first serve of the second game.
भाई साहब, हाँ समझा.
Well, his opponent was just simply too good for him there, and he'll lose the point. Oh, his opponent forced the error. He just wasn't good enough there.
China to serve 2-0.
So the rally really starting to take shape. Pressure definitely showing with the forehand. Setting the court alive with their play. Absolutely deserved that point. Rally starting to build, playing on the backhand. Backhand to keep the rally going.
बच गया
Using his backhand shot. Playing so well there and quite rightly take the point as a result.
भाई 2 पॉइंट पहली टाइम बाहर लगते गिरा उसका
States of America to serve. 2-2.
No doubting at all, great play out there, and he deservedly takes the point.
3-2.
समझ रहा है अब थोड़ा समझ रहा है बोलते एक पॉइंट गया
China to serve. 3-3.
Well, some great play out there on the table. He takes the point, and I'm sure he takes a lot of confidence from that as well.
4 पे 3 यार फर्स्ट है
Ooh, agonising for him. Just missed out on the point there.
States of America to serve. 4-4.
Great pressure from the other side of the table. He just wasn't up to scratch there. Magnificent play with that forehand. Oh, he's got to be pleased with that. The point's his. Down low on his knees, reaches for the forehand.
China to serve. 5-5.
Looking to force the errors. Really lacking technique in the forehand there. Absolutely no room for a loss of concentration now. Well, some great technique on display, and the point is quite rightly his after that. Well, we're at game point here.
Game point.
Of course, he needs a good serve. Well, the crowd are really getting their money's worth now. It's a game each as we head into the third and final game. Well, it's the first serve in the third game now, and he needs to get off to a good start.
देखते गोल्ड मेडल मिलता है क्या
Rally starting to build.
हट ऐसे खेलेगा तो थोड़ी मिलेगा
Great work to take the point. Now what can they do from here?
ऐसे नहीं खेल सकता वो देखा इसका हाथ वैसे नहीं चलता ज़्यादा लेफ्ट क्या है ना तो उसको लेफ्ट हाथ पे पकड़ना पड़ता है देखा यही तो खासियत है
Oh, he's just starting to frustrate his opponent that little bit more. He takes the point and he's building in confidence.
1-2.
हाथ खोलने के चक्कर में बॉल गया उसका वो कुछ तो करेगा
He's really piling on the pressure now. What good approach play there to win him the point.
United States of America to serve. 3-1.
Ball goes straight down the line, and he'll lose that point.
3-2.
Fantastic rally kept alive with that backhand. Well, he's leading now, but it really is only by a small margin. It's still all to play for.
China to serve. 2-4.
देखते इसमें गोल्ड मेडल मिलता है क्या अपने को
This rally really starting to take shape now. Good movement for the backhand. Awesome defence from both players with this rally. Great technique on show with the backhand.
4-3 भाई पॉइंट एकदम इससे चल रहे
Differences are just starting to show, and he's building up a small lead
अपने
now.
पास आया उन्हें अपने पास आया अच्छा और नीचे गिरने के बाद लगा
5-3.
Backhand across the net.
गया भाई साहब मैच पॉइंट पे ला दिया अपने पहला पार्ट तो एकदम खराब था यार
Well, he's serving for the match now.
point.
The pressure is really on.
चाइनीज तुझे मैं हरा के रहूँगा.
So the rally's starting to take shape. Both players determined to keep that ball in play. Wow, we really have reached boiling point now with this rally. What an extremely close game we've just witnessed. But in the end, USA came out on top by winning 2-1.
Last wala.
So time now to hand over to Seth Bennett.
Thanks, Alison. Time now to check on the final results. And a place on the podium for Team USA, who finish in third. That means a bronze medal. Stadium risers here to salute three fine competitors, fully deserving of the accolades that they're receiving. Let's see who's got what then in terms of medals. This is the final tally. Well, that's it from the Excel London. Some excellent performances from the athletes out there. A really strong showing in this competition. From Seth and all the team, it's goodbye for now.
अब क्या दो इवेंट है, खेलते हैं इनको भी. मेंस बीच वॉली और मेंस लॉन्ग जंप जो सबसे हार्ड है.
Terrific atmosphere, and this really should bring the best out of these athletes.
Best खेलना है.
There's going to be plenty of competition here.
पहले ट्यूटोरियल दिखाओ. ओके, तो भागते जाना है, भागते जाना है, भागते जाना है. स्पीड लॉक हुआ. ओहो भाई, परफेक्ट एंगल. Okay,
the men's long jump has been the forte of Team USA for quite some time, one of their real strengths. On 21 occasions, they've taken home Olympic gold and Olympic glory. Got to hit the board flush here. Good stuff, very good stuff.
7.5.
Excellent stuff. Kicks high into the air and then lands very well in a spray of sand. And that's a great start for Team USA.
8.95 का वर्ल्ड
Just a smooth athlete on the runway.
चल दो. Foul.
A white flag. Not in surrender, but in celebration of a good jump.
मेरे को लगा foul.
Here's the replay.
भाई वो एम्पायर एकदम देखते रहता.
Well, a first place performance so far from Team USA, and that has been shown on the scoreboard.
जो वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड है अभी तक का. सॉरी 8.95.
Third attempt now.
8.95 तो बहुत दूर हो गया.
I think he likes that. Here's the replay of that.
Okay,
stirring stuff as that round comes to a close, and the scoreboard tells it all. A huge lead in this one. Good approach this. Well, not bad. Let's take a check on the replay. Let's have a look at the scoreboard after that round, and it makes good reading. First place.
चल दो.
Well, obviously the nerves are at an absolute premium here. Great speed on the runway. Can he follow it up with good technique?
Speed बहुत कम. But angle बहुत अच्छा है.
Very, very average performance. Here's the replay. This is confirmed then, the leaderboard. Well, here's the scoreboard.
Women's beach volley खेलते हैं.
to Horse Guards Parade. This temporary venue is situated in the heart of Whitehall, in between Downing Street and Buckingham Palace.
पूरा इंग्लैंड दिख रहा है. देखो इंग्लैंड versus
Up next, the USA versus Great Britain.
For the भारत. अरे यार. ओके वो पोजीशन पे आना है और ये दबाना है. अच्छा ओके.
Up next, the USA.
मेरे को नहीं लगता मैं जीत सकता है ये.
Well, I know this is going to be a terrific event. High time we went to Horse Guards Parade. It's the beach volleyball next. Let's join Alison Gerbishley.
ये तो क्या पैर पूर में पहनने का लेके.
So here we go, the first serve of the first set, and it's going to be crucial.
ओके ये बहुत पावरफुल. सब ऐसे ही होता है.
And quite rightly, the points there. A shot straight down the middle, showing great technique.
ये देखो और ये गया एकदम पावर फाट और सो गई थी पूरी. ये ले.
Well, it's a point loss there, and as you can see, that's so disappointing for them. We really need them to pull together now.
ओके वो मार लेंगे.
The crowd go wild and they respond. What a point won.
पार्टनर अपनी बहुत पावरफुल है. ये गया बहुत पावर.
Absolutely fantastic display of beach volleyball.
Wow.
They take the point. One there, and I'm sure they'll be the first to agree that was all down to their opponent's error. Here we go then, a good serve here, and they could win the set.
Yes, set point.
Well, a point loss there. They'll be absolutely kicking themselves over that one, but they can't let it get them down.
बच गया.
Well, what an impressive shot, straight down the middle. It was just too good, and they lose the point.
बच गया.
USA take the first set. What a great start for them.
वो देखो क्या कर रहे हैं.
Here we go, first serve of the second set, and as you can hear, the crowd are loving this game.
तुले गया नहीं. ओके तुले. ओ भाई पावर बन गए लो. ओके तुले भाई कोई भी छोड़ने के लिए तैयार नहीं.
Great technique with the dig. Digs it really well to set things up. She gets low with the dig. Oh, the crowd love that dig. Here's the set, now for the spike. Digs it to their partner. Precision play,
Yes.
real teamwork, deserve that point.
ये मैंने क्या किया था मेरे को खुद को नहीं मालूम. वो हाथ मत डालो वहाँ पे.
Well, that's a point lost there. And everyone in the arena here can see they're not happy with that.
Okay, बहुत.
Absolutely fantastic play on court today. The crowd are on their feet with that point one.
आगे आया नहीं.
A valuable point lost there. They can't be happy with that. Changes will really need to happen after that one.
अच्छा डबल टैप करने पे वो ये करता है. हाँ यार वो लीड पे चले गए. नहीं नहीं.
A point lost there. There's not much in it though. Just trailing by a very small margin.
नहीं बच गया. ओके तू पीछे रुक.
Well, an awesome display of beach volleyball on court today.
चार पे
That's a
चार.
point one and a point on the board for them.
देखते हैं अभी लास्ट पॉइंट. ये बहुत पास वाला है. तो भाई बचा लिया उसने.
Piling the pressure on, they take the point. Where can they go from here?
वे हो गया ना सेट पॉइंट.
She certainly puts the opponents on the back foot with that serve.
ओके बच गया. नहीं बच गया. जा पीछे मार.
That shot
Yeah.
straight down the middle to win
Late
the point
throw.
for the team there. And just look what it means to them.
लक्की थ्रो कहते हैं उसे, क्योंकि वो देखो तुम लोग अब इसको और एक फाइनल भी खेलना है.
Serve sets up the play now.
नहीं हट गया. बचा लिया.
And it's an error from their opponents, which means they get the point. Fantastic pressure play from them.
मैच पॉइंट दिखा रहे हैं यार. कितने पॉइंट्स करने हैं? ओहो भाई संभाल लो अपनी पार्टनर बहुत पावर है. नहीं
Well, what an outstanding performance to win 2-0. A clear victory. Well, that's it from me, Alison Kirbishley. Now time to hand back up.
अभी फाइनल भी है. पहले ये एथलेटिक फील्ड कंप्लीट करते हैं।
Welcome back then for the final of the men's long jump. This really is a tight competition. It was nip and tuck in the qualifying rounds. Who's going to take home Olympic gold?
चल दो। ये बहुत दिखता।
Jumps up high, but in the end, no real distance on
सबसे
that.
नीचे रहेगा ना, सबसे गंदा जंप किया था।
Second attempt. Nerves should be gone by now.
अबे यार किया था।
Oh dear, there was something dramatically wrong there. Didn't even attempt the jump. Crowd really starting to enjoy this. It's a great spectacle at the London 2012 Olympics. If you take off before the board, you're giving away real estate, and nobody wants to do that. Fourth attempt this, 2 more remain. That pleases the crowd.
7.61.
7.61.
Here is the replay. Well, after that round, this athlete, much to the crowd's delight, is in the lead.
Next, the athlete from United States of America.
Showing nice rhythm on the runway here.
लेने का भी पोजीशन रहता है, ज़्यादा पीछे से नहीं ले सकते, ज़्यादा आगे से नहीं। अबे यार।
Well, the angle of that jump was just too low. It didn't allow any distance. Well, this is the final attempt for this athlete. Needs to find a better trajectory into the sand here.
7.61.
One final check on the standings then. What an event this has been. Confirmed now, a gold medal for the USA. Time now for a quick look.
ऑडी नहीं हो, ऑडी का 4 सर्कल होता है, ये ओलंपिक्स का लोगो है।
This is Horse Guards Parade, and the next event is the women's volleyball.
Well, no time for nerves now. This is it, their first serve to get the match underway.
बच गया।
Good communication from both our teams. A great rally starting to build.
पहला पॉइंट किसको जाएगा?
This rally is certainly staying alive. Both teams determined to take the point.
यार मेरा ही गलती था। अबे नहीं।
Their team play is just not up to scratch there as they lose the point. Can they pull themselves together and focus on getting this right?
अबे यार, ज़्यादा पीछे नहीं डाल सकता फोन। बच गया। बच गया। बच गया।
Well, the crowd are enjoying this fantastic game of beach volleyball, piling the pressure on their opponents. They take the point. Well, a point lost there. They really can't afford many more of those. They've got to pick it up now. What really great work there to take the lead after a fantastic first set.
Point लिया यार उन्होंने। फाइनल जीतना है भाई, कुछ भी हो जाए।
As the rally builds, so does the tension. Wow, what a great series of play there, forcing the error from their opponents. The crowd are really loving this game.
भाई साहब,
Well, after all of that, they get the point. Look what it means to them.
Okay, power.
Precision play on court, real teamwork. They deserve the point.
परफेक्ट पे गया ना तो ये लोग कुछ नहीं कर सकेंगे।
That point extends the lead even further. Can they continue this momentum? Absolute precision with that serve. It's a point loss there. They really need to up the game in this one. Can they learn from their mistakes? It's a point loss there. They really can't afford to make too many mistakes like that. They need to do better in this one. Can they work off the crowd? I think they'll be the first to admit that was just not good enough play there. And that will lose them the point.
मैं पीछे रुकता हूँ। बच गया भाई, बचा ना। अबे नहीं, ये गलत कर रही है भाई। दोनों पीछे आ गए तो आगे कौन करेगा?
They're really showing great play there and rightly take the point. Wow, the shot straight down the line on that one. Unable to return it and they lose the point.
बच गया।
What a display of beach volleyball on court. They deservedly win that point. A clear point loss there. That's just not up to scratch. We know they can do a lot better and they need to drag themselves back into this game. It's a point loss there, and this is really giving them something to think about. But have they got time to correct it?
भाई साहब बचा लिया यार उसने।
Both teams seem to be in control at the moment. Such great teamwork on display here. Well, a very impressive win there, 2-0. No one can question what a strong performance we've just witnessed.
Let's have a glance.
फर्स्ट वाला बेस्ट था, सेकंड वाला घटिया था। Thank you for playing.
For the moment, the flame continues to burn here at the Olympics.
Okay, अपने पास हो गए। एक ब्रॉन्ज, एक गोल्ड और 9 गोल्ड, एक ब्रॉन्ज और एक सिल्वर। मेडल टेलीकैरियर है। और ये क्या है? ओके, बस तो फिर करते हैं आज के लिए एंड। बस हो गया। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग। इतना ही था। बाय। चल दो फिर करते स्ट्रीम एंड। ओके, जिस लोगों ने देखा उनके लिए थैंक यू। चल दो फिर, लाइक कर दो, सब्सक्राइब कर दो, शेयर कर दो और क्या।